Guys, welcome back. Today I have a Walmart haul for you guys. Do you see a little thing lurking right there? There he goes. He's gone. Anyway, I laid everything out and I kind of was like, do I film this? I don't have a lot that's super fun this time, but still, I can say hello. Hello. I actually did stock up a lot on some produce, and here was my plan. Here's the dilemma. We are actually, if you caught my last vlog, still dog sitting. She was getting picked up today. Nate's got her upstairs right now. And I couldn't really leave to go grocery shopping. So my plan of attack was to do Sprouts. I actually had a coupon for like, if you spent $100, you got like 15 off, but I was going on there. And luckily, one of the first things that I looked for was poblano peppers. And if you caught my last Smith's haul from last week, they were out of them there. Sprouts, out of them. So then I went to Whole Foods online and I was like, let's do poblanos. Gone. And I'm like, what is happening? So then I was like, let's try Walmart. And sure enough, they got them and they look really good too. But that was the whole plan. And because I couldn't really leave, I was going to do like a grocery delivery or pickup, but it worked out. The boys went bowling this morning. I stayed here and we timed it well so that they could pick it up on their way back. And that's what we did. My friends, it is supposed to be 100 degrees today, or like 98, 99, but we'll see. It's hot already. It is 10:35 a.m. and it is already 87. So I think it's definitely going to be a pool day, our first official one, I think. Gotta check the temp, but I think. With that, I feel like this is the shift that happens to a lot of us, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. But when I'm trying to share a haul of like fun, fancy stuff, it makes it a little more boring, I suppose. But don't hold me to this, but I feel like I'm sort of like, I mean, you know me, I eat the vegan mock meats out there and stuff. We love them. And I'm not saying that I don't. But over the last week or so, and I think it is the weather, I think it is, I just haven't been craving them at all, like at all. And I've just been wanting more clean food, fruit for one, because it's hot. It makes sense. We all go through this shift. And so that's what I was planning this week, is just to get a lot of produce, got some fruit, got stuff to prep. I'm gonna do sofritas again like I did last week. We love that. I don't know why I don't just make it every single week. I think I try to change things up and all roads lead back. It's so good. And then I was gonna make some fresh pico. Pace, move over. Pace is really good, but I want some fresh pico. So I got stuff for that. And then they have like all the corn on the cob right now is like on sale because of the summer coming and stuff. I think anyway, it's more in season. And those are really cheap. So I'm gonna make like a corn salsa too. The point is, I'm keeping it a lot cleaner this week. Just thought you should know. I actually have, I'll link the sofritas recipe in the description and the pico. And the corn one is essentially the same, except for using all Roma tomatoes as like your base for the pico. You would just use the corn. Now what I like to do is like grill it up first, or even just on your pan, just cook it up first, get it a little bit roasty. It's really good, let it cool. And then you add your same ingredients as you would to like a pico. And then you can also add, if you want, instead of jalapeno in that one, you could do some poblano in it. Kind of mimics the chipotle corn salsa. I love that. I haven't had that in so long. Wow. But that was my plan, so I got stuff for that. But like I said, I could still say hi. And I can still like share with you some of the price points. I didn't feel like it was that bad at all. As we all know, things have definitely shot up a lot of places for sure. I don't know, can't really beat Walmart sometimes, especially when you don't have to go in person and do like the online ordering. If you do have it shipped to you or delivered to you, I believe it's about $8 to $10. But then I think they also have, I don't have that myself, but I think they have like kind of a membership thing too, where you can get like unlimited deliveries. I think it's like 10 a month or so, but essentially if you use it once a month, it kind of pays for itself then. I think, don't hold me to that, but the pickup is totally free. It's a great service. It really is. I feel like most grocery stores do that now, of course. One day Trader Joe's, right? One day. Speaking of that, I was gonna do that today, but again, with kind of dog sitting right now, I couldn't really get out there. I did see it going around online that my storage just filled up on me. It said, quit talking. we're good. But yeah, Trader Joe's, they launched, I guess now, a plant-based vegan fish fillet, little steak looking things. And it wouldn't be for me just because I'm not really a fish person, but I do want to get those and maybe have Nate try them for you, see what he thinks. I hear mixed things so far. Also, I don't know the macros specifically off the top of my head, although I do know that I guess the protein level on them is pretty low and people are saying that they wish that was a little bit higher. Again, it's not really that you get that for like the health benefits or anything. It's more of just if you're craving that and it's an option, and a lot of the times they nail the flavors, they really do. But I will say for me personally, when I go like the mock meat route, I do like that I'm at least getting higher amounts of protein by doing it. You know what I mean? Most things are. And like the Beyond Burgers and Impossible Burgers and stuff, like you can't really beat it for that. Whole other thing. But I will pop into Trader Joe's as soon as I can and share some of that with you guys of other new things if they have them, but that's the one that's like standing out to me. Anyway, one thing I will say about Walmart that I feel like, because again, prices are pretty good there, they really are. Their tofu though, I don't know why, but their tofu, and I think it's because of the brand, the Nasoya brand. I do like that brand a lot. They're a little bit high there, whereas like everywhere else, and even like Whole Foods and Sprouts where things are more expensive, they're cheaper there. They're like $2 and under typically. And I think Walmart, the tofu, because I grabbed some, is like closer to $3, I think. Kind of strange. Otherwise though, it's pretty good. It is. Anyway, I have my swimsuit on underneath. I am ready to tackle this. Anyway, I just wanted to catch up with you guys too. Hope you guys enjoyed this haul. I'll share with you guys what I got and the plans, like I said, with it. We'll be good to go. Again, don't hold me to not having fake out stuff, because I will. And I mean, I did buy 4 boxes of this, so I mean, I lie. But I'm just saying overall, I think we all go through it, especially when the weather changes, of just wanting fresh food, you know? It's cooling. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Please do give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Let's just get it. Definitely stocked up on greens. I am out completely, aside from some cabbage. That is it. I did have 2 substitutions, which was not bad. I was waiting for it too. Like I said, with the poblanos, I was like, oh no, I'm going to add it to the cart. And that's why I'm actually picking it this time. And watch, it's going to like be out of stock and they're going to have to substitute it. But I'm happy to report they did not. But this was substituted. I think I just had like a big one, I think was in the order. And they ended up giving me just 3 smaller ones, which is totally fine. But the spinach and spring mix, again, got 3 of those. And then the other thing they substituted was, pineapple. I had one just full size regular pineapple, and this is what they substituted out with, which I wouldn't normally really get it this way, but hey, it happens, whatever. But isn't that kind of funny? Like no pineapple at all? I guess it happens. But those were the only 2 things, so not bad. And then got 2 bags here of romaine hearts. I've been eating a lot of romaine, lots of salads lately, just again, super cold food, you know? And then also got a bag here of fresh spinach. Love to throw like handfuls of this into tofu scrambles. Making that too last week. It was very, very good. And then again, the corn on the cob. So get all of this off and just roast it up in your pan. Make a killer salsa. It's so good. Really is. So got 4 of those. I think it's for only like 50 cents each right now. And this is kind of cool to see. I mean, I know it's just Roma tomatoes, but typically when I get them, I have to get them individually, and they actually had it in like already like this 2 pounds, which is kind of perfect for the amount that I will need. So I got me some Roma tomatoes for the salsa. Got 4 Hass avocados. These are the large ones too. They definitely need time. They're pretty firm right now and green, but just set them out and they'll be good to go. I have to say, the cilantro is a little pitiful, but it's going to be okay. It is. Got 2 little bunches of cilantro again for the salsa. Got some mushrooms for Nate. Again, he can add into like scrambles and stuff. He loves his mushrooms. I do not. And then got some more limes here. These ones are kind of on their way out. They get real hard, you know. That's, again, what's left over from last week. But got some fresh ones here for, again, salsa. I'm going to say salsa like 20 times in this. I'm sorry. The poblano peppers, I'm telling you. So, again, last week from Smith's, I did it with the Anaheim chili peppers since they were out of these. And it, again, I've mentioned I had done that once prior, and it's good, but it's not the same. Poblanos have a spice spice to them. I'd say like medium, but if you take the seeds and veins out, it's definitely better, just like a jalapeno. But it's got like such a smokiness to it. It's so good. And again, that's where the Anaheim chili pepper that I was using is more of just the heat and not the smokiness. So it's just not quite there, but I'm glad they had them. Anyway, got 2 zucchinis here. We actually have a little bit left in the fridge right now, completely out of bananas. So got, I think, like 10 bananas, I believe, over here too. And again, the pineapple was just substituted out with this. Got 1 watermelon. I am hopeful. I have not had a watermelon yet this season at all, and I'm hoping it's good. You never know. So I heard one of you tell me before, and I think this is good. This part right here, you want it to be around the size, this is going way back, like around the size of like a quarter. And something to do with that is like when it will tell you that it's actually like at a good like sweetness. Am I making that up? Am I on to something? I swear I remember one of you saying that. And if that's true, we're looking pretty good. So we will see. Also haven't had cantaloupe in a while. This one feels pretty firm. I might let it sit out a little bit longer too. Again, kind of a hard one. You kind of go by feel. And sometimes it's still a bust. You just never know. But got one of those too. See, I even had to put more over here. I couldn't even fit it. I also got some white onions again for salsa too. And then some red onion as well. I like that's another one too that a lot of places don't have white onion in like big bags like this. This is 3 pounds. And it's cool that Walmart had that. Got 6 Honeycrisp apples, you know the drill, gotta have them. And then the 3 tofus here, and again, we'll use that for the sofritas. I think I have 3 in the fridge, but when I make the batch, I use 3 at a time, sometimes 4. So I just wanted to restock what I already know I'm gonna use. But yeah, this brand is technically higher, and I don't remember off the top of my head. They may have another option for tofu at Walmart, but it's not organic. And it is cheaper then, but I do try with tofu to get organic. And again, most of the time, most places, it's pretty reasonable. But anyway, got those. And then got some sourdough bread here. I love their bread. The Great Value bread is delicious. It's so good. So got a loaf of that. And then also, I'm almost out of PB2. I mentioned to you guys on my last Vegan Cuts box that we did the taste test, I have cut back on the peanut butter, and I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to cut back on peanuts, start there, but I'm still eating the peanut butter. This makes no sense, but it's baby steps. And then I started cutting back on the actual peanut butter and went to powdered peanut butter. Again, doesn't make sense, still peanuts. But this was my little transition phase of how I had to do it, right? And I mentioned, though, the reason I've been doing it, and don't get me wrong, I ain't perfect with it, but I do feel like my skin does not like peanuts. I eat tons of almonds and walnuts and cashews and stuff. But when I incorporate too many peanuts or peanut butter, my skin just like breaks out a lot. It's very strange. And I remember watching, I think I mentioned this to you guys before, her channel name's Conscious Eater. And she had mentioned this in a video I came upon. This was months ago. And she said that's what it was. Now, I think she eats like gluten-free and stuff too. Don't hold me to that. So there's probably a lot of variables that go into it. But I just remember her saying something about peanuts and her skin. And when she like eliminated that, it made a world of difference. So then I, again, went through my phases. And I have to say, I notice a difference myself. But again, I'm not perfect. I am not. But Nate still eats it, and he really likes this in oatmeal. But that was my whole story for PB2. There it is. I noticed that they had two. I just got the original here, and all it is roasted peanuts, sugar, and salt. But really, the sugar on there is 2 grams for 2 tablespoons. It's not like it's super high. But I did see online that they had like a sugar-free option. But then it was sweetened with both like that erythritol and monk fruit, I believe. And it just seemed almost like it would taste too fake, you know? And for 2 grams, I didn't know. But let me know if you've tried it, what you think. Maybe it's still the way to go, but we've just been getting this often. Anyway, this is another one that I got months ago when my cousin came into town. And I think I told you this too, that like I was like, what kind of dressing do you like? He was like on his grind of eating all healthy. And I was like, I'll get your salads ready. And he said he's liked, what did he say? Oh, pomegranate dressing. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit like not easy to find. And I was giving him a hard time. And I came upon this raspberry light one. And now I love it. and I've been getting it since. It's really, really good. It is, and technically it is vegan. So I'm here for it. I really, really like it. It has really good like sweetness, but also a vinaigrette type, dressing. Anyway, also got some sliced olives here. Sometimes we get lazy. I get all this like fruits and veggies and prep so much stuff, but sometimes I take the route with garlic already done for me and sometimes sliced olives. There's no good reason other than it's just nice. So I got 2 cans of that. Technically, the one thing that Walmart was out of stock on, which is kind of funny too, again, they had the poblanos, but they were completely out of jalapenos, and I definitely need that for salsa. I have 1 in the fridge. I think it's still good, but I wasn't sure. And so I just went ahead and got 1 little can of just the diced jalapeno peppers. Like there's nothing else like really in it. It's not like in oil and stuff. And if I need to, I'm gonna dip into this. But yeah, they were completely out of jalapeno peppers. Anyway, also got, again, like I said, the tofurkey deli slices. I stocked up. I got 4 boxes. I did. They're a great price at Walmart. So I was like, let's take advantage. We love our sandwiches. That's the other thing too. It's like fresh salads, smoothies, protein shakes. That's what I've been really having a lot of. And again, the sofritas. That's not really a cold meal at all, but it's so good. But then we have a lot of sandwiches too. And again, with the weather the way it is, it just sounds so good, So I'm stocking up. And what's cool too is like the expiration on these is far out, especially if they're not opened and stuff. So I figured, why not? And then you guys know on my salads, what I always do is a blend of edamame and cold peas. I love that combination on salads. I do. It's very strange, but I love it. And the only thing is Walmart didn't have technically frozen edamame that was already shelled, unless you got it in these like individual bags. I'm sure it would be a little cheaper not getting them this way, but this was the option, so that's what I went ahead and did. I have gotten this in the past though, and if you do want to have them heated through and steam them in the packs, they're awesome. They're super, super fast to do. So, I mean, either way, right? I really like edamame. It's one of my favorite sources of plant protein. It really is. I don't get sick of it at all. And then again, some more sweet peas here, just frozen. I also got some of the Califia Farms extra creamy oat milk. I think we've had this one before. We've been on the kick though of the silk one from Costco. Both boys love that, and I actually did not see that they had the silk one out online anyway. I think Walmart carries it, but again, I didn't see it online, so I went ahead and just grabbed one of these. And then yeah, last week, the whole chip debacle. They weren't there. I did not actually have chips last week. I know you're not going to believe me, but it's the truth. I did not. So I got 2 bags this week. Yes, I did. I'm going to just take care of it now and be good to go. So I just got 2 bags of the lightly salted restaurant style corn chips. I mean, I love flavored chips and stuff too. You guys know I'm a chip, cracker, and popcorn girl. But I mean, I just love me a corn chip. So happy, especially with pico. Delicious. And then lastly, I got 2 things here of the LaCroix. The coconut one has been out for a very, very long time, but it wasn't until recently that we tried it. I think, again, it was in like a Costco one that we got, and it is so good. And honestly, coconut is not like my go-to flavor overall anyway. It's phenomenal. It is so good. And then I got the tangerine one too, which has also just been really refreshing as well. But that's it, my friends. I know it's kind of a boring one, but it's also a pretty healthful one. There it is. See what I'm saying, little dog? Yeah, cool. Anyway, my friends, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.
You know that I'm the queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before.